All right, everyone, in today's episode, we're going to design and create a custom game box for a tool that we're going to use in our upcoming Odyssey 2 game cabinet.
Dead bunnies.
Dead bunnies. Measurement. Artwork design. A change of plans.
All right, everyone. So you've seen me go through and design some artwork for a custom game box for the Odyssey 2. And essentially what I did was I disassembled one of the original boxes, taped it down, got all my dimensions, and then created artwork from a program that I use called Affinity Designer, which is a graphic design program. I went through and did everything to make it look as close as possible to the original so that this looks authentic. And I then got a hold of some different local printing companies to have them try to print this out. Now, I ran into some problems, and I'll get into that in a moment, but there was only one company in the area, in the Cincinnati area, that had the capability of doing this, at least that I was able to find, supposedly doing it rather. So I spoke with them, I sent them art files, the complete art file, as well as a bleed line art file and a cut file which shows where all of the folds needs to be. So I did all that. On my behalf, I think I did everything pretty good because the dimensions, the clarity of all the artwork and everything turned out really well. Where we get into problems is when I picked this up, this is the only material for some reason that they were able to use. And the issue is It's very thick, and it's almost like it's got a plastic coating on it. Not only is the thickness the issue, but with this plastic coating, you're not able to bend it correctly. What I need is a thin cardboard, or like a medium weight cardboard, and that's what they used on the original boxes. And as far as like the image and everything's laid out just right. The dimensions, I got everything on point as far as that goes. But just the material that they used is not right. And you can see even where they've got the pre-folds done and everything. All right, so here's where we get into the real issues of this. I had them make a couple copies for me so that I could try to get one of these right. I know that especially doing something like this for the first time, you usually encounter issues. But I tried to fold these, and again, they've already got creases everywhere that they need to be because of the file that I sent them. But I tried to fold these, and just starting the fold, not even going all the way, it's cracking along pretty much all of them, which is obviously going to look bad. And due to the amount of work I put into designing this, I don't want something that doesn't look great. So what I did was I went to some other printing shops and I had them look at these. And they stated that because of the thickness of the material and whatever coating that they've got on this, it's not going to allow us to fold it without cracking, unfortunately. So, what I need is I need to find somebody that has the capability of using the same files to print this on the correct card stock. Now, I don't know if I can find that, especially with just a one piece that I need, but that's what I need. Now, the reason behind doing this in the first place is you'll find out with the end of our Odyssey 2 series that we're doing, I designed and made a custom game cabinet to put all these games in. And at the top of the cabinet, we've got this neat little area that you'll see. But to get into that, we need to use this tool. And I wanted the tool to be a part of the game cabinet and not just laying somewhere. I thought this would be a neat idea. So I designed this custom box art here so that we could store the tool inside, and it would just be like, a part of the set, if you will. And all this part worked out okay, just not the execution as far as the printing goes on our on this and the other one, and our inability to fold it rather. So what we're going to do for now, until I can at least either find somebody that can print this on the right media, or I just say, forget this idea altogether. What we're going to do is, I went to a local sign shop that I've dealt with on numerous occasions. They print out large format vinyl stickers, decals for business, vans, trucks, different things. And I gave them the same artwork file, and I had them print it off the same size as the game box. So we're just going to apply this to a really good game box. I've got a number of these games now since I've purchased many different lots. Some of them I've sold off, some of them I haven't. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the game boxes that are in really good shape, and we're going to apply one of these stickers so that we can still use this for now to store our tool for the game cabinet until we can find a better solution, if we can find a better solution. But I've spoken with many different companies, and they said because I only need one of these, the likelihood of finding somebody that can do this for one piece, or maybe even just a couple pieces, is not going to be very likely without spending a ton of money. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to use the decal that I was showing you on one of the extra boxes that we have that's in good shape. And if anybody that's watching this video knows of a company that's able to make one of these out of a light to medium weight card stock, then please put a comment below, and I will definitely reach out to them and see what they can do, because I feel that that's the right way to do it, is to make a complete box, and that's what my plan was all along. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that yet, but for the meantime, we'll use the decal. And as far as a long-term solution, if I can find somebody to print one of these off, then that's what we'll do.
3D modeling. Odyssey 2 game box. Summary.
All right, everyone, you just seen us design and create our custom game box for the tool that we're going to use in our upcoming Odyssey 2 game cabinet. Now, everything worked out okay, but it didn't work out quite as good as what I had hoped it would. I was hoping to be able to print this out onto a medium weight cardstock and be able to make our own box. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. If you know of any companies around that could do this, leave a little note in the comments section so that I might be able to reach out to them and see if they can help me out. In the meantime, though, we were able to get a very nice representation of what we're trying to do by just applying a decal to the outside of an existing box that we had that was in good shape, and then putting our 3D item inside that we had printed along with the tool. All that stuff worked out great, and that's what we're going to use for the time being. Now, we've got one more episode that we're going to cover here, and that's where we're going to complete the Odyssey 2 game cabinet. We're very excited to share this with you, so please stay tuned for the next episode on our quest to complete the complete North American set of Odyssey 2 games.